Can I don't know if I can do this in time. Oh, I can. They give you a fuck ton of time to do that, Jesus. So they introduce bombs that you can use.
That's what they're called.
Yeah. You can use them, so what you can do in this game is throw enemies, but you can also use them as a double jump. That's how you double jump.
Yeah.
These enemies don't break when they hit the floor, so you use them in these creative puzzles where you have to like throw them across the screen or on the floor to get another jump before they blow up.
Yeah. And they get pretty creative with their uses in the GBA games too. There's gonna be another enemy type we're gonna see later on. They get introduced in the Arc level, and those guys are spammed in the GBA games too.
Yeah, you mean the color sequence ones?
Yes, those guys. You gotta get 3 of them, and then depending on the color, they break certain crystals. Or it's like, they took something, it's like complexity through simplicity. Where it's like, you have like this really simple idea, an enemy that explodes after a while. Which means that they don't die when you drop them, which means you can reuse them. Like, there's a lot of puzzle design opportunities built into just something very simple like that. And that's what I really like about the GBA games, is that they go all in on the puzzle elements. Because, like, that's in the console games, but the console games are a little bit more action-focused. Where, like, there are puzzles, but the pace keeps moving forward, and it's more about, like, bombastic set pieces like this.
Yeah. The best they get in this game is, like, Maze of Memories and Ishra's Arc V2.
Maze of Memories is fantastic.
Yeah. That's, like, straight up my favorite level, probably. Well, the final level's up there. I don't know. Maze of Memories is the one that always made the most impact on me as a kid.
And without wishing to spoil it prematurely, Maze of Memories has a lot of relevance to today's socio-political climate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm sure it's amazing.
Wow. I can't believe you just said that to me. We gotta get divorced again.
God, well, marry me first, you coward. Jesus.
Patrick, you're fired again.
So you don't really see a lot of the... What makes... One of the reasons is I like the other level better is because this doesn't really give you a super accurate picture of what the kingdom's all about. It's just sort of a sewer level.
Well, it is... Like, you see bombs and fire and stuff. Like, my interpretation is that this is a factory where all their armament is made.
Yeah.
And there's, like, a mini-boss in this level, too, where there's, like, missiles. Like, you get to see more of
the true highlight is the other level shows, like, what's going on above.
Yeah,
it's a cool, like, compliment to that level. But if you pick this one first, it's kind of like, well, this place is interesting. I don't really know what's going on here.
And this is like a callback to the minecart section from the first one. And like the platform that moves. Yeah. Yep. And here's a question for you, Dan. Which do you hate more, Tat or Morgana?
Morgana.
What? What's wrong with Morgana?
Morgana pisses me off.
Oh. I like Morgana.
Remember when Morgana left the Phantom Thieves for 5 minutes and then immediately came back?
Yeah, that was funny.
That's one of the reasons I hate him so much, is he's like... I can see what they're trying to do with him, but it just comes out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, like, what's going on there, and it lasts for about 5 seconds. And it's just like, I don't know, man. And he's really fucking annoying. I don't know if it's his voice or what he's trying to, like, what he has to say all the time, but he's like, whenever I'm, like, picking party members and shit, I, like, rarely ever use him.
Oh.
Don't like him.
No, I use him because of the
Teddy's
wind.
way better.
That's kind of the thing about Morgana, is that Morgana's basically like Diet Teddy.
I wouldn't know, I haven't played Persona 4 yet.
Really?
Teddy's incredible.
Yeah.
I love Teddy. Morgana's just a worse version of Teddy. I like the dog from Persona 3 more than Morgana.
Okay, slow
You're
down.
hurting me.
I still need to play Persona 3.
As do I.
I've been putting it off. I don't know, it doesn't look too exciting a game. Tartarus does not look like an exciting dungeon to play.
I think it is a cool dungeon. Whether or not it's exciting to play depends on whether or not you like Persona 4 gameplay. Because it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why I recommend people play 3 and 4 first. Because when you play 5, it is exceptionally hard to then play 3 and 4 and get a lot out of those games.
Yeah. So it's probably a good thing I did play 4 first.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, and by the way, Persona 5 out now on all platforms. If you haven't
Finally.
played Persona 5, do it.
It only took
I'm
5
waiting for the
fucking
mods
years.
to come out. Because I played that game, like, more times than I need to play it.
Ryan,
for
you
now.
need to play the 8th Palace.
Well, I need to get the game. Wait, no, I have the game. I have it on PS4. Fuck. Why haven't
You
I
have
played it
Royal
yet?
on PS4?
Yes, but I never
Okay.
played it. It was a gift that someone gave me, and I never got around to playing it for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, like, y'all know me. You've been watching this podcast for years, hypothetical viewer. You know that EXO did not historically like RPGs, but Persona changed his mind.
Persona's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Persona 6. I hope they announce it soon.
But real man plays Shin Megami Tensei.
I did play 5 for a while. I gotta get back to that.
I have about 20 hours in 5. I think it's pretty good so far. I remember 4 being good too, but that one kicked my ass. So I didn't get very far.
Yeah, I played that a little bit, but those games they don't fuck around.
No. They frighten me. Like, what's that other one? Nocturne or whatever?
Yes, that's 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that one freaks me out.
That game also has a re-release.
Yeah.
So
Isn't the 4th one on 3DS or something?
yeah, it is.
That's an odd choice. Like, I know they made
I
like
think
those...
handhelds are just more popular in Japan in general. But, like
really?
the 3DS was like a part of the reason it was so successful is because most people over there used it. That's why the Monster Hunter games were on there for the longest time.
Is that why
Because like
they...
local gameplay and shit like that is a lot more popular over there because their population's a lot higher in such a smaller space.
population
you know?
density?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that.
And I guess their culture's a lot more like after work you go hang out with friends. Like almost everybody does that over there. So it's like kind of ingrained within its culture that handhelds are gonna vibe with that kind of environment a lot better than in other places where you're scattered across suburbs and shit. Like it's a whole thing.
I mean, that's why I'm kind of surprised it took them so long to put Persona on Switch, because that's like a perfect match
Yeah.
for that kind of
Well,
game.
Atlas is an enigma. They make weird ass decisions all the time. Like it took them like long enough to port fucking 3 and 4 to modern systems that weren't just through like a virtual console like system.
Yeah.
Like given the success of Persona 5, the fact that it took this long to do that is like actually insane to me. Cuz it's basically just free money. I mean, I know work goes into localization
Yeah.
and shit like that, but like they
well, in this
they
case,
basically had everything almost already done.
they had the game done.
Yeah.
So it's like, what took them so long to port it is the real question.
I'm
not
just
like
glad-
the localization.
I'm just glad that Persona 5 is on Switch and not like the fucking cloud version.
Oh yeah.
I.e. Kingdom Hearts.
We can't put this PS2 game on. We can't have that run natively on Switch. It's
Oh,
are you
no,
fucking
I think
So it's
something
not a
we've,
PS2 game, it's a
we've
PS3
learned is
game.
that all these fucking companies are stupid in their own fun ways. Isn't that great?
No.
I think Square's still supporting NFTs.
Cool.
Oh my god.
How about NFT stands for
Never fucking trading.
no friends
trade NFTs.
Tomorrow. That's all I got. That's where my mind's at.
Like ever since I saw that folding ideas video on NFTs, I'm just like, zero tolerance for anything crypto. It is a
that video is excellent. He makes amazing videos, but that was like a particular highlight.
Like it's a giant fleecing scam.
I really like his video on Minecraft. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh, the one about like
that sounds kind of random, but yeah.
The colonialism one?
Yeah. I really like that video. It sounds weird out of context.
It does. I was just about to say that. Well, basically, the point of it, Ryan, is like I want to say that there are villagers. I've never played Minecraft. I've played it for like 5 seconds, but I want to say there are like villagers, and he basically took a villager from halfway across the game world somewhere else and used them for labor.
Yeah.
So,
oh man, that video is a trip. Look at those guys.
Look at them go.
Those are the Volkies.
They lost their shop or house or whatever just happened.
How rude.
So that's the gist of this place. It's at the Kingdom of Discord. Constant fighting going on everywhere.
Which is why it's Twitter. You see now, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. But it is called the Kingdom of Discord, which is funny, because Discord's also a fucking...
Depending on where you're at, yeah.
Discord's much more tame, because you get to fucking hand-select the fucking places that you are in. And you can kind of do that with Twitter, but stuff bleeds in.
Well, I know, King, you have like a Patreon server, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to like hang out with high enough paying patrons in the server. And there have been some...
I don't actually go in there a lot, to be honest. I've been considering closing that thing and making another reward, because I feel bad, but I just don't have the time to hang out in there.
Yeah. Well, like, I'm not the most sociable person in the world, which is why even if I did open a Patreon, I would probably not do that. Because I don't, you know, hanging out with people you don't know, especially on the internet, you know... You can't trust everybody.
Nope.
This is one of my favorite mechanics in the game.
Oh yeah, this is... Boy.
The lightning bug
It's
things
like in Sonic
shoot you up in the air.
The 3DS.
I just think it's satisfying to use these things.
Like, they found so many new ways to use, like, the same mechanics from the first one. You know?
Yeah.
Like, the lightning guys, the crystal guys... Those propeller guys. It's like, that's how you make a sequel.
Yeah. Well, it's such a simple, like, mechanic, you know? But they get so much mileage out of it anyway.
What do the clocks do in this game?
They're checkpoints.
I see, okay. Is it the same in the first one, too?
Yes.
Okay.
But the fact that you had to ask that means it's not a very good signifier.
But sometimes they just throw two of them there. Like in Ishra's arc, there are sections that it's like not clear at all, but there are sections where you have to return again, like backtrack. And so what they do though, is they just put two clocks there and like, it's really weird because you're just gonna sit there and hit both of them anyway. Like, because they're just a bubble you can hit.
Yeah.
But what they want you to do is not hit one of them so that when you come back, you can get another checkpoint, which is just fucking weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, ideally, they'd put the second clock in a place you couldn't get to until the second trip, or make the clock not show up until the second time around. Like, there are ways to deal with that contingency, but I don't know. working on a game in a limited schedule is difficult, folks.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Turning bloom off? Why can't you do this on PS5? These shots look awful on PS5 because the bloom's like intensity 400 and the sky is like blurry as fuck. This makes the game, like, one of my biggest problems was the bloom, and if you can just turn it off on PC, well, that just solves a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I
just want to play on my fucking couch. But now I have a Steam Deck, so I can do that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just have my PC hooked up to my 4K TV. Just use that as a monitor.
The way my living room is set up, I just can't do that.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. That's half the reason I got a Steam Deck.